Girls, so adding and subtracting fractions, again, revision from year 7 and even before that. Now, we're going to do 1 over 32, take away 1 over 40. Okay, so I'm using the same numbers that we used in our previous video of lowest common multiple, so that only to make this video a little bit faster. Now, you might say to me, Miss Ochoa, do I have to find the lowest common multiple, or can I do it the way that I used to do, that it was what most of you used to do, was that you will times by 40 here and here, and then you will times by 32 here and here. And if we do that, let's see what we get. It's going to be atrocious. It's going to be 40 and then 32. I have no idea what 32 times 40, and I don't want to think. So it's 1,280. So 1,280, take away 32 over 1,280, and then this is equal to 8 over 1,280, and then we have to simplify this fraction. That, girls, is as smart as if I say to you, girls, we live in Melbourne and you are going to Sydney, and you decide that to go to Sydney, you're going to go to Hawaii or LA and then come back. That's, if you want to use this method, that is as smart as and effective as doing that. Instead of just saying, you know what, I can go from Melbourne to Sydney in half an hour. And you're going to spend, I don't know how many hours even it is to go to Hawaii and then come back. So that makes no sense whatsoever. So let me erase all this nonsense, that hopefully with this, you will never ask me again if you have to do all of this. Because yes, the best and the most effective way and the most smart way of doing it is to find the lowest common multiple between the two numbers. And you're going to save so much time and so much headache, because the biggest the calculation, the biggest the chances that you're going to make a mistake. Okay, so I'm not going to explain how I found the lowest common multiple between 32 and 40. If you need that, you can watch the video before. I'm just going to again go and get the answer. So I have it here. Between 32 and 40 is 160. Thank you. So it's going to be 160. Okay, that's my lowest common multiple. So this is what you're going to do. So you're going to have your common denominator is going to be this lowest common multiple, okay, 160. Now, when you do your lowest common multiple, okay, actually I'm going to take a photo of this, so that instead of moving from one side to another, I'm just going to take a photo of this bit. That's all I need. Thank you. Doesn't have to be that big. Okay, beautiful. So this is the information that I needed. Okay, beautiful. So, beautiful. Okay, girls. So, as I said before, good. So I know that my lowest common multiple is going to be 160. And I know that 260, the prime factors is 2 to the power of 5 times 5. Agree? Now, if I'm going to focus on this 32, let's look at the 32. So if I'm going to focus only on this 32 at the moment, let's look what does 160, that is this bit here, has that 32 doesn't have. So hopefully you can say, 2 to the power of 5, 2 to the power of 5. What is it missing? It's missing only the 5, which means that the only thing that I have to do to the 32 so that it becomes 160 is times it by 5. So I do that on the top and on the bottom. So this one is going to become 5, okay? Now we're going to do exactly the same analysis, but now we're going to do it with hate when that happens. Let's rub this one. We're going to do it with 40. Okay, so what does 160, that is the lowest common multiple, has that 40 is missing? So hopefully you will be able to say, okay, it both has a 2, but this one is to the power of 5 and this one is to the power of 3, which means that I'm missing. Another way of saying this, of looking at this, I'm going to explain it. Oops. The lowest common multiple is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 5. And 40, what is it? 40 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. So what am I missing? I'm missing these 2's, which it was what I was going to say here. I'm missing 2 to the power of 2. These 2's here is what I'm missing. And what is 2 to the power of 2, or 2 squared, or 2 times 2? Is 4. So what I have to do to this 40 so that it becomes 160 is just times it by 4. And then when you do this, you do take away 4, and the answer is going to be 1 over 160. And voila! I'm in Sydney without having to spend so much time and without having to simplify fractions. Magic! Beautiful! Beautiful! Okay, girls? So this is the smart way of doing it. Okay? Wonderful. Let's do another example. And you guess it. Yes, I'm going to use the other one. The other pair that we used in the previous video. So I have 1 over 24 plus 1 over 36. Okay, again, I'm going to take a photo of what we did before. So here it is. So I'm going to take this one and paste it here. Great. Just a little bit smaller, doesn't have to be that big. Okay, great. So my lowest common multiple is going to be, as I said, 72. That's what we did in the previous video. Okay, and now we're going to use exactly the same logic that we did before. So I'm going to be thinking. We're going to look at my lowest common multiple, that is this one. And I'm going to look at the 24. And I'm going to say, what does my lowest common multiple has that my 24 is missing? So hopefully you'll be able to say, okay, I'm missing, the 2's are complete. I have 3 here and 3 here, all good. I'm missing only 1, 3. So I'm going to be timesing by 3. And times 3. And this is going to be equal to 3. Then plus, and then we're going to analyze, okay, what happened here? Now I'm going to think about my 36 and my lowest common multiple. So the 3's in this case are complete. I have 3 squared and 3 squared. In this case, I have 2 2's here and 2 3's here. So I'm missing one of the 2's. So I have to times by 2. And when we do that, this becomes a 2. And then I have 5 over 72. And voila, girls. It's simplified. I don't have to do anything else. It's just beautiful. Imagine if you do the other way that a lot of girls like doing, 24 times 36. If I have done that, 864. You will be using that denominator and then trying to come back from that. Good luck doing all those operations when something like this, as simple and beautiful, can be done. Fantastic, girls. I hope you find it useful.